Welcome back to the weight of the shirt. This is the channel where talent is tested by pressure, where some players fade and others rise. Today, we're telling the story of a man who doesn't shout, doesn't chase headlines, who carries one of the heaviest shirts in world football. This is Federico Valverde. Federico Valverde didn't grow up with hype around his name. No viral clips, no golden labels. He grew up in Montevideo, Uruguay, a country where football isn't a dream. It's survival. From the streets to Penarol's academy, Valverde learned early. You don't complain. You don't hide. You work or you're replaced. At 18, Real Madrid came calling. A dream for many. But for Valverde, it became a test. At Real Madrid, talent isn't enough. Every training session feels like a final. Valverde struggled, so much that the club sent him away on loan. For many players, that's where the story ends. But Valverde didn't break. He rebuilt. At Deportivo La Coruña, he learned discipline, sacrifice, humanity. He returned to Madrid not louder, but stronger. Zidane saw something others didn't. Not flair, not ego, trust. Valverde ran when others couldn't, pressed when others rested, covered spaces nobody noticed. And slowly, the Bernabeu noticed. Finals, El Clásicos, Champions League nights. When Madrid needed balance, they trusted Valverde. 2020, Spanish Supercopa final. One decision, one foul. Valverde sacrificed a red card to save a goal, to save the team. No applause, no celebrations, but Real Madrid won. That's when everyone understood. This wasn't just a midfielder. This was Madrid DNA. Today, Valverde plays everywhere. Right wing, central wing, defensive cover. Not because he wants attention, but because the team needs him. Goals from distance, endless stamina, total commitment. Federico Valverde proves something important. Not every leader is loud. Not every legend is flashy. Some players carry the shirt with loyalty, discipline, sacrifice. At Real Madrid, that's everything. This is Federico Valverde, a player who doesn't just wear the shirt, he carries its weight. At Real Madrid, patience is rare. Talent is judged quickly. Mistakes are remembered longer than effort. Federico Valverde felt that pressure early. Training sessions were brutal. World-class midfielders everywhere. Every pass, every touch, watched it. And then it happened. The loan move. For many young players, being sent away feels alki. Rejection. A quiet message that says, you were not ready. But Valverde didn't see it that way. He saw it as a warning. At Deportivo La Coruña, there were no cameras, no spotlight, just responsibility. Losses piled up. The team struggled. But Valverde didn't disappear. Instead, he learned how to suffer. He ran more. He tackled harder. He led without an armband. While others played for highlights, Valverde played for survival. And that season changed him. He returned to Madrid a learner. Stronger, mentality sharper, no longer a boy chasing a dream, but a player ready to carry the weight. Because at Real Madrid, the shirt doesn't care about the potential. It demands certainty. And Federico Valverde was about to prove he belonged. When Federico Valverde returned to Real Madrid, nothing was promised. No guarantees. No special treatment. Just another shirt, hanging in the dress room. But football has a way of revealing truth. Zinedine Zidane watched quietly. Not the goals, not the tricks. He watched the details. Who ran when the team lost the ball. Who covered spaces others ignored. Who stayed disciplined when chaos arrived. And every time, Valverde was there. Not demanding attention. Not asking for praise. Just working. Valverde wasn't given freedom. He was given responsibility. Run, press, defend, support. The role that rarely gates headlines. But on the biggest nights, Champions League games, El Clásicos, Zidane trusted him. Because Valverde gave Madrid balance. When stars attacked, he protected. When the game became wild, he calmed it. Slowly, the Bernabeu began to notice. Not because Valverde demanded it, but because Madrid needed him. He wasn't the most gifted. He wasn't the loudest, but he was reliable. And at Real Madrid, reliability becomes priceless. Because the hardest part isn't breaking into Real Madrid. It's staying. And Federico Valverde was only getting started. At Real Madrid, talent opens the door, but sacrifice decides how long you stay. It was a game no one remembers for goals. No highlight reels. No celebrations. Just pressure. The kind of match where one mistake ends everything. And that's when Valverde made a decision. Not for himself. Not for headlines. For the badge. A dangerous counterattack. The opponent was through. One-on-one. Valverde didn't hesitate. He chased. He calculated. He stopped the attack. Even though it meant taking the blame. A red card. Suspension. Criticism. But Real Madrid survived. And sometimes, that's all that matters. Fans didn't see a foul. They saw loyalty. They saw a player willing to sacrifice his own record to protect the club's future. That night, Valverde stopped being just a midfielder. He became Madrid DNA. After that moment, things changed. Teammates trusted him more. Coaches relied on him. Opponents respected him. Because everyone knew one thing. Valverde would give everything, even when it cost him everything. And the scary part, that sacrifice didn't slow him down. It unlocked the monster.